Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dr. Paul with another mail call. This one is technically a modern book. It's from the 80s, from relatively early in my collecting days. Oh, and it got a little bit of extra love from the post office here, so could be exciting. Never know. Oh, look at that. We've got an environmentalist sending us this book. Hopefully these were reused several times. But maybe those saved our book from damage, huh? Never know. All right, well, let me extricate this from the bubble wrap, get the peanuts out of the way, get on with the exciting reveal. This book is from Reese's Rare Comics. They're present in a couple places in the marketplace, including Amazon, which isn't where I happened to get this one. I got this one off of eBay, but I have not had a lot of interactions with them just yet, but like I said, I know they're very present in the marketplace. This is my first book from Reese's. Wow, it's a beautiful book though. Check that out. Really nice CBCS slab. Well, as I like to say, what is it and why do we care? This is Vision the Scarlet Witch number 12 in a 9.8. As I said, it's a CBCS, white pages. The book was from September 1986. It's written by Steve Engleheart. It has art by Richard Howell. And the reason why we care is this book features the birth and first appearance of Wanda and Vision's twins, Thomas and William, aka Tommy and Billy, aka Speed and Wiccan. Of course, we've already met the twins in the MCU as they debuted in Wandavision on Disney+. At the end of that series, they apparently ceased to exist when Wanda blinked out the town, but then Wanda heard their voices while she was reading the Darkhold. Now, there are rumors that the twins will re-enter the MCU as Speed and Wiccan, the Young Avengers. If so, their MCU story arcs will continue to follow their comic book backstories. In the comics, Wanda conceives the children via her magic mixed with that of the Witches of Salem in the 12-issue limited series Vision the Scarlet Witch, Volume 2, which culminates in the twins' birth in this issue, issue 12 of that series. For a time after their birth, they're assumed to be normal children. But during his stint as writer of West Coast Avengers, John Byrne apparently didn't like that in Englehart's story, the children's souls could be created by magic. So he retconned their births to be something else entirely. In West Coast Avengers number 52 from November of 1989, 3 years after the twins' birth, Byrne brought in Agatha Harkness to break the bad news that Wanda's children weren't children at all. According to her, they were but fragments of Mephisto's soul that Wanda had imprisoned in the infant bodies of her twin boys, because the power to create life is reserved for but one force in the universe. Mephisto was apparently destroyed by Franklin Williams in Fantastic Four number 277 from April of 1984, but it's explained that as long as evil exists in the world, Mephisto will be reincarnated. He reconstituted, but with only 1/6 of his essence. And Wanda's magic had ensnared 2/6 of Mephisto's soul, 1/6 each for her twin boys. So they were not boys at all, but fragments of the devil's soul. A battle ensued, and the soul fragments were returned to Mephisto, and Agatha wiped Wanda's memories of her twins from her to save her the pain of loss. But it's revealed in Young Avengers that her love for the boys was so strong that she could never fully forget them, and through her power, she caused them to be born to other parents, perfect twins of one another, but growing up separately and not knowing of each other's existence, but developing powers. Tommy a speedster like Pietro, and Billy sharing many of his mother's powers. They meet for the first time as adolescents with their powers developed already in Young Avengers Volume 1 from 2005 through 2006, written by Alan Heinberg. So Heinberg restored their existence and re-retconned Byrne's retcon that was apparently driven by Byrne's religious sensibilities. It's confirmed later in 2010 in the limited series Avengers: The Children's Crusade that Tommy and Billy are in fact the same twins that were born to Wanda in Vision and the Scarlet Witch, number 12, and then reincarnated under different sets of parents. So, if you're interested in speculation on the twins or long-term investment in their key books, the story is a bit convoluted, but it has to start with this book, their first appearance. Young Avengers issues number 1 and 10 should also be on your radar. These are the first appearances of the twins Billy and Tommy respectively as adolescents, and in issue 12, Tommy becomes Speed. So, what's it worth? There are 582 universal copies of Vision the Scarlet Witch Volume 2, number 12 in the CGC census, with a median grade of 9.6. 9.8s are approximately the 24th percentile. Go Collect calculates the current fair market value in this bear market of a CGC 9.8 as $260, but the 90-day average is only $166, so they frequently change hands well below that number. This is down huge from the pandemic highs that saw many sales of 9.8s above $500 with a peak price paid of $799. I paid $115 plus tax and shipping for this CBCS 9.8 in a best offer on eBay with Reese's Comics. That's an incredible 86% off the high sale during the pandemic. I know this is a CBCS slab and we're talking CGC stats, and there's often a slight discount on a CBS slab to a CGC in the market, so we should consider that for sure. But as I've stated before, it's my belief, based on my experience with both companies and having many slabs from both, that it is at least as difficult to get a 9.8 from CBCS as it is from CGC. So I'm thrilled with being able to pick this key book up at a massive discount to the market high watermark. I think this book has tons of potential to return to those numbers and eventually surpass them. So if prices stay this low, I will continue to look to add additional copies to my inventory. But it does look like prices are already back on the rise. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video on the first appearance of Wanda's twins. I think we'll be seeing much more of these characters in both the comics and eventually the MCU again. What do you think? Which of their books are you collecting or investing in? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, happy hunting and take care of one another.